All right, winning caddy interview here with Travis Perkins again. Caddy for Sam Burns, winners at the Colonial. Man, I know you're back home. Congratulations.
Thanks, John. Really appreciate it. It's a great week, man.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
he gave you a shout out after the win in the interview there with CBS. I mean, he said Travis did a great job keeping us in it. What were you telling him out there, and how did you kind of adjust strategy? I know you guys had a hot round going, and then that back nine was playing really tough for everyone, I guess. What were your thoughts on the back nine?
Well, it kind of started on Saturday. We had the same wind direction. So we knew that if you could get the golf course early, that as long as you could hold on and make some pars, because there's really not too many opportunities on the back nine with that wind. And the wind just kept getting stronger and stronger, and just try to take advantage of his length on a couple of the holes. Like 14, he pulled it left, which is actually a fine miss because we only had 127 yards left to the hole, even though we were in the rough. And it just came down to executing and trying to get as many looks as possible once we made the turn.
Mm-hmm. When you finished, I mean, you guys finished maybe an hour in front of leaders, maybe a little bit more, I guess. Did you think it was enough?
No, I thought he thought that he had to get to 10. I thought the same thing. I was actually shocked that scores kept coming down. When he missed that putt on 18 in regulation, he kind of was a little devastated, a little down because he thought he needed to get to 10.
Well, then what did you guys do while you waited?
Just went into player dining and just watched just watching what was happening out there and how hard the golf course was playing.
And just as it went on, it just became clearer and clearer, like, hey, we might have a playoff here. I mean, there was you guys never turned the switch off, I'm sure, but was there a part where you just kind of finally you put the game faces back on, or was it all the way until the end when Scottie finally, made par there at the last?
Yeah, I mean, probably when Scottie was on 16 and he missed that putt for birdie. And then when he missed the fairway on 17, Sam went ahead and went into the locker room and started stretching and putting the shoes on.
Yeah.
Because 17 and 18, even from the fairway, 17 with that whole location is very difficult to get it close.
Yeah. What was that like for him, you think, to be in that playoff with such a close friend? I know him and Scottie are close, and you guys play a lot of practice rounds together and stuff. What was that like?
I think it was great. I mean, both the guys were very relaxed on the outside, at least. But for Sam, Sam got his first win before Scottie did, and then Scottie wins the major and goes on this run that he's been going on, gets to number one in the world. And I think there was some drive there for Sam to beat Scottie in that extra drive, I should say, in that playoff. But it's nice to see those two are going to be a heck of a team, in the President's Cup together. They just play so much golf together.
How pumped was your boy about the car?
I had a flight to catch. So as soon as we got done, I went and took a quick shower and I left. But his dad was in there when Sam left to go stretch. His dad was like, I'm taking that car. So I don't know what's going to happen with it, but the thing looked pretty sweet.
It did look sweet. Well, then I guess last question personally, I mean, how cool is it for you to be on the bag for a win at the Colonial? I mean, that's one of the best tournaments on tour.
Yeah, it's great. There's so much history there. And then Sam seeing David Toms win there when he was 14. It's a special one for Sam and for myself as well.
Well, cool, man. Good job again. Keep it up. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, John.